Hello everyone and welcome back to the Nerd Den here once again, and in today's video I am going to be looking at a spoiler-free review for Doctor Who Season 2, Episode 2, Lux. I nearly said Flux then, but I was like, no, wrong season, but this is an episode that is a pretty unique one. It's very hyped among the fandom because it's got a mix of animation mixing with the real world. It looks really crazy. It's in 1950s Miami as well. And from what I've seen from the trailers as well, it's certainly got a lot going for it. So we're going to have a look now at what the critics are saying. There's one spoiler-free review that is available now, which we're going to have a look at and seeing what the verdict is. So with all that being said, let's get into the video. Let's have a look. Let's read the article and see what this episode is about. We won't really be seeing too many spoilers, so don't worry about that. It's kind of how this critic has responded to the episode. So yeah, with all that being said, let's get into the video. Alright, so Doctor Who Season 2 Episode 2 Lux. An exhilarating Disney era defining episode. Now that is insane. That is a really strong headline there. So Lux is the most gleefully nuts episode to date, an exhilarating and profound defining story for the Disney Plus era. So let's get this out of the way. The second episode of this season of Doctor Who, Lux, is already the best episode of the Disney Plus era. Disney has never done anything like this before, and neither has the BBC. It's the defining episode of the Disney Plus era of Doctor Who, a synthesis of both Russell T Davies' vision for the series and the Disney vibe and his loudest mission statement for the series to date. Where the first episode last week was a solid reintroduction to the series, this episode kicks the season into orbit. It's refreshing to be taken by surprise like this. It's still the same show we know, with the same tropes we know, but it makes it all feel fresh and the new and crazier than ever. So yeah, it's a spoiler-free review. So what do you want to know? Here's the plot. So the Doctor fights an evil cartoon. That's it. That's all you need to know. The rest is gravy. Tasty, crazy, magic mushrooms level psychedelic gravy. The episode is nuts, kids. So it seems like this episode is going to really shock people, which is going to be really interesting. So Lux takes place at a movie theatre in 1952 Miami. So it doesn't shy away from politics, as it references the then closeted movie star Rock Hudson, who died of HIV, and doesn't shy away from the Doctor and Belinda landing in a southern state where racial segregation laws are still in place. So you should definitely watch this episode cold without spoilers, but knowing that a movie cartoon character from 1952 comes to life and the Doctor and Belinda have to fight him is enough. Belinda is still not into the Doctor's love of diving into the crazy, but their relationship takes a step forward in a hilarious moment, couldn't get words out there, when they open up to each other for the first time. So it seems like, yeah, there's going to be like a lot of character building and stuff as well, which I think is kind of what everyone wanted as well. I think I said that in my review that I was looking forward to seeing where this dynamic progressed from the robot revolution. It seems like, you know, we're getting somewhere, which is good. Doctor Who in the Disney era, this is how it should be. So what follows has the usual plot logic in Doctor Who's own crazy rules settled by the series. But the real joy is the sense that things get progressively crazier as it goes along, all still logically by its own rules. It's the most meta episode of Doctor Who ever, with not only callbacks to the continuity established in the first season, but also thematic callbacks to the series all the way back to the 1960s. So the midpoint of the story goes to a place nobody ever expected the story to ever go. But trust Davies to jump in feet first and wallow in it for all insanity it entails. This is Davies with all the guardrails and the safety of where he finally goes hog wild. Like the ultimate expression of what he envisioned for a bigger deluxe version of the show. Davies had said he thought of this story a long time ago, but the budget and technology wasn't available then. So yeah, this is really good to see. So Davies has declared this is where he's swinging bigger and, well, a lot bigger than last season. So wow. They've scored a 10 out of 10. So the second episode of Doctor Who Season 2 is already the best episode of the Disney Plus era. Wow. A 10 out of 10. That's quite strong. That is quite strong. But it seems like it's a really good episode. So yeah, it seems like this is going to be a really strong episode for Doctor Who. I'm really looking forward to it a lot more now. I'm trying not to set my expectations too high because I don't want to let you know, like spoiler-free reviews cloud my judgment or set my expectations too high. But I was really hyped for this episode anyway, because it's such a really cool concept to see executed in Doctor Who. And I feel like Mr. Ring-a-Ding is going to be a really interesting villain to see on screen. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. If you are new around here, please click that like button and also hit that subscribe button as well with notifications turned on, as I'm trying to reach 8,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And also, we're in Doctor Who seasons as well, so there's going to be loads of theory videos, news, trailer breakdowns, plot breakdowns, all of that cool stuff as we head further into the ongoing story arc for this season. But I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for all the support. Take care, love you all, and peace.